Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, I just want to thank you for joining me today. I'm trying to create some ambiance with my background setting. You know, you see all these beautiful beauty gurus and they've got these gorgeous setups, and I thought, you know what? I need a tree with some lights and I need a candle. So I think it's kind of cute. And it's not a Christmas tree, which means I can keep it up year round. Thinking. Today I thought it would be fun to go through everything that I got for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so if you're interested in seeing the deals I got, then stick with me. I'm going to start with the first thing that I bought. I think this came out on Black Friday, and this is the Zodiac palette. It's from BH Cosmetics. I have the original Zodiac palette, which I like really well, and I knew that everybody was going to be so excited for this, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick it up and do a first impression on it. I can link that down below if you haven't seen that yet. I purchased this for I think $19.95. It's regularly $24, I believe, so it was a little bit of a discount, but I did have to pay for shipping because that's all I wanted from their website. So I ended up paying a little less than $27 for this, so not a really great deal, but it was a brand new launch and release, and that's why I purchased it. I love this palette. I actually like it better than the original Zodiac palette, and I will tell you why. It has mattes, in my opinion, that are more usable. The other palette had a whole lot of purple mattes that just, they're beautiful, but you know, I don't wear purple mattes every day. And then the other mattes were kind of dark for my fair skin tone. So I think if you have a lighter skin tone, you're going to find that the mattes in here actually work better. They're more medium tone instead of deep tone, and I think they coordinate a little bit better also with the shimmers in this palette. So if you have been trying to figure out which palette you want, whether you want the Love Signs palette from BH Cosmetics or the Zodiac original palette, if you have a light to fair skin tone, I honestly think you might enjoy this better, simply because I think the mattes work better on our skin tone. All right, the next thing I got might be kind of boring to some of you all. It is skincare. I don't know if you've ever heard of SoCo Glam. They're a site that curates Korean beauty products. They kind of try to find the best of the best, and they bring them to the site so that you can easily order them in the US, because sometimes it's not easy to get Korean beauty products. So they had a sale for 30% off. I spent $88.90 and then I saved $38. I'm not going to go and tell you exactly how much everything cost. I will start with my staples. I use the Advanced Snail 96 by Cosrx, and this is a really great product. It's snail slime. I know that sounds disgusting. I mean, this is literally the trails that snails leave behind, but here, let me explain to you why I use this. It is full of hyaluronic acid, and if you have dry skin, that's an amazing ingredient to help plump up your skin. When snails move across surfaces, they actually can damage their bodies, you know, because they're moving over obstacles. And so when they release that snail mucin, it actually helps to heal their bodies. And this is supposed to do the same thing for your skin. I use it as a really light moisturizer after my toner. I love this stuff. This is probably my 4th or 5th bottle that I've been through. I'm about halfway through the bottle that I'm using right now, so I'll be opening this up in probably a couple of months. This stuff does last a long time. It's not very expensive. It's under $20. I know it sounds disgusting, and it kind of feels like snail slime, but it really works beautifully for a nice light hydrating layer. And if you have oily skin, or if you have if you're acne prone, I've heard that this works really well at not causing additional acne and acting as a light moisturizer. So I love it, and I got it for 30% off, so you know. The next item that I use, I go through this probably about 2 of these a year. This is the Benton Aloe Propolis Soothing Gel. This stuff is great. It's another really light layer. If you have oily skin or acne prone skin, a lot of people use this as their only moisturizer. It's clear. It's phenomenal. I love this stuff. I can't recommend it enough. I actually give it to my daughter to use, and she has very acne prone skin. She's 12 years old, having some acne issues. But supposedly this won't aggravate your acne, and what I like to do is in the morning I put on my snail mucin first, and then I put this on second as a nice light layer. I have really dry skin, like I said, and so I like to layer a lot of products, and this is just one of my light products that I like to put on to help increase the moisture in my skin. It doesn't react to makeup poorly, so in other words, if you put this on, I've never had any makeup pill over it, and the same with the snail mucin. Right, everything else that I bought from SoCo Glam, I have never tried before. I'll start with a really, really popular item. This is the Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. I've heard amazing things about it. It is supposed to have a scent to it though. So if you're sensitive to scents, they have one that is unscented. You might want to try that instead. It's got a seal on it. I'm not going to open it yet because I'm not ready to use it. But this is supposed to be a really great moisturizing toner. If you do the 10-step toner that they do in K-Beauty where you put your toner on, I think 10 times. It sounds ridiculous, but in the winter it really works well. This is supposed to be a good one to use for that. It's supposed to be non-irritating. It's supposed to be good for sensitive skin, except it does have that scent. So like I said, if you're sensitive to scent, then you might want to try the one that is fragrance-free. So I'm excited to use this. I've never used it before. I can update you if you're interested and let you know how I like it. And then some other items that I just thought looked good. I cannot say this. I'm going to type this out in the bottom down there. It's Maticasoside Fluid. I don't have a clue how to say that. And it's just supposed to really help strengthen your skin barrier. And this is... It's basically like a toner. It's very thin. I thought this would be really great to put on after I get out of the shower as just a nice hydrating layer that keeps my skin moist before I can sit down and actually put on all my skincare for the evening. So I'm really excited to try this. I think this was like $13 and it with 30% off. And it has a ton of product in there. This is by a Pew, just in case you're wondering. And I'll link all this stuff below. 200 milliliters. So the next thing I got was is Phytocell Cell Moisture All-in-One Essence. I love essences. They're a pretty important part of my skincare regimen, especially in the evening. And what they are is just a nice light moisture layer basically. And this one has some really great ingredients in it, which is why I wanted to try it. It has glycerin, which is really great for retaining moisture. Niacinamide, which is really great for brightening up your skin. It has andinosin, which is the same thing, good for brightening. It has ceramides. We all know ceramides are amazing if you have dry skin. It has licorice root. Licorice root is really great as well for brightening your skin. It just has a lot of really great looking ingredients in it, and that's why I bought it. I thought, again, this would be a really nice step after I get out of the shower just to help put it on. It retains the moisture, so because usually it's about 30 minutes to an hour before I can sit down and actually do my skincare. So I'm really excited about this one. Again, it's another huge bottle. That's what I love about Korean Beauty is you spend 20 bucks and you get incredible ingredients and huge bottles of it too. It's just incredible. This is 150 milliliters, it's 5.07 fluid ounces. So yeah, this is going to be 6 something fluid ounces. It's a really, really great value-wise. Korean Beauty can be great value-wise. There is one issue though with Korean Beauty that I'll tell you right now. As soon as you fall in love with the product, they'll discontinue it. It doesn't matter how much everybody loves it. It doesn't matter how much people are just eating it up and buying it in bulk. They will discontinue it. You fall in love with something, just expect it to be discontinued. So Cosrx and Bitten are two of my favorite companies because they don't tend to do that as often. They tend to keep their products in rotation, especially if they're popular. But that's just how Korean Beauty works. Everybody wants new. They want innovation, you know. And so a product's on the market for maybe 3 years. By the time it gets to America, by the time you find it, they're probably gonna stop making it. So just be warned. I tend to stick to companies, Korean companies that don't discontinue items too quickly. This one is a Neogen. This is a Lay Cure Oil Stick and White Truffle. It's just, I mean, literally an oil stick. But I thought it would be really great to put on my lips before I go to bed. And I also get a whole lot of dryness on my nose and on the corners of my mouth. I love these sticks because they're just so convenient. And then I just literally slather it all over my face. They're great. What I was using to do that was the Vanilla & Company Mr. Honey Essence Stick. This stuff is great. You can see I've dug it all out. I loved it so much. But I used to take this and just slather it everywhere. And of course it was discontinued. Go figure. And then for Black Friday, you got a free candle, which I thought was really cute. This is a green essence bergamot and green tea candle. And I didn't have to pay for it. And we all know that I love free things. So it smells really good. It's just a cute little candle. So I find SoCo Glam to be a very reliable company. I've never had any problems ordering from them. They ship everything quickly. I've never had anything, you know, leaking or broken, knock on wood. So I think they're good company. I will link them below. I'll link these products as well in case you're interested in just looking at more information on them. All right, the next thing I got, I was super excited about. Ulta was having buy one, get one free on their Dose of Color lip glosses. So I got 4 of them. Yeah, these are good. You know, my holy grail lip gloss is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's in the color Vintage. It's amazing. These are not as good as that, unfortunately, but they are nice. I like cream formulas. This is in the color On Repeat. This is just a gorgeous nude. I will swatch it for you. These retail for $17. I paid $7.50 for each of them. I am really into lip glosses nowadays, just because I'm kind of tired of my lips always being dry from liquid lipsticks. Next, I will swatch Seriously, right next to On Repeat. Seriously is kind of a pinky brown nude. Here it is. On Repeat is also kind of a pinky brown nude, but it's a lighter tone. Happy Hour is a coral shade right there. It's a gorgeous coral shade. It's pretty light toned. It looks really nice on me though. And then my favorite out of all of them is Messy Bun. This is a gorgeous opaque mauve shade. If you have a skin tone anywhere like mine and you love kind of those pinky purpley colors, it's this one right here. This is a gorgeous color. I can't recommend this enough. It is by far my favorite out of all of them. I also got a few other things. I picked up the Redken. I've never tried this before. It's a volumized Guts 10. This was like, I don't know, $11. I think it was less than $11. It might have been more like $9, but it was half off. I have the thinnest, finest hair that just has no volume to it, so I thought it'd be fun to try this. And most importantly, the most exciting thing I think I bought, which is crazy because it's just an oil, but this is the Physicians Formula Argan Oil. It's 1 ounce. It's normally $15. I got it on sale for $10. If you, like me, have been looking for a dupe for Josie Maran, this is it. You have no idea how excited I am because Josie Maran for 1.7 ounce costs $48. It is, I don't spend a whole lot on my skincare. I like to buy a lot of skincare but get less expensive items because I like to layer items. I love putting this in my CeraVe PM lotion, just my argan oil, and I have had to use the Josie Maran because I have not been able to find anything that even remotely competes with it. This is it. This is the exact dupe of Josie Maran. So if you want a product that costs a third of Josie Maran and does the exact same thing, this is it. This has no scent to it. That's the biggest thing about argan oil, is it tends to have kind of a nutty, kind of a, almost a, I wouldn't say musky, more musty, kind of a musty, nutty, earthy scent to it that I don't like. And Josie Maran has no scent, and guess what? This has no scent. And then I actually compared them side by side by putting them on my back of my hand and seeing how long it took them to absorb. This absorbed a little bit faster. I was a little shocked by that. The consistency is exactly the same. So Josie Maran is a very purified version of argan oil, and so is this. So if you want to try argan oil and you want something that is top notch, doesn't smell, absorbs quickly, this is it. This is the dupe. This is the Josie Maran dupe. I finally, after like 3 years of looking, I finally found it. You have no idea how excited I am because I'm going to be saving, $100 probably every year because I buy 2 to 3 bottles of that every year. It lasts a long time, but yeah, this is going to be a huge saving. So thank you for Physician Formula for coming out with the less expensive bottle of argan oil that competes with Josie Maran. You are awesome. And that's everything I got from Ulta. All right, so next, I still had half off of their eyeliners, and these are my Holy Grail eyeliner. This is one that I have had for 6 months. Literally, I've been using this for 6 months. It has not dried out. I've heard people complain that there's dry out. There's a trick to it. You always want to store it horizontally like this. Don't store it vertically because it dries out that way. Keep it stored like this. I keep it in a drawer. And then secondly, shake it. It has like a little ball in there that shakes up that ink for you and distributes it evenly. So every time you use it, be sure and shake it. I will show you a swatch of it. That's just one pass right there. One pass. This is 6 months old. Watch it. I'll do it on screen. One pass. 6 months old. Yeah. So this stuff, it doesn't dry out if you use it properly. I use it about 5 times a week. I don't do wings with it though. I don't think it's the easiest to probably do a wing with because it is a felt liner. But if all you're doing is just creating a line, you know, on top of your eyelash, give you the illusion of having thicker eyelashes and define your eye, this is perfect. It was on sale for $12 and free shipping, so that's half price. So I've got my backup, but honestly I think I'm probably going to be using this at least another 3 months, but like I said, I have my backup. All right, the item I was most excited about to get on Black Friday, I had been wanting this for months and months, but I kept pushing it off because this item is so freaking expensive. It's normally $77, which is insane. And this is Lunatic Labs, and this is the Contour 1 palette. I will show it to you. It's grays. Not kidding. You have a whole row of grays to contour with. And they are beautiful. And they are meant for light tones. They look a little bit dark, but they're actually not. So I know that especially these 2 shades right here, they look kind of intimidating. But I promised you they're not intimidating at all. One thing that you can do if you're like super porcelain toned, you can mix this lighter gray with that darker gray and get a super light toned contour. I'm gonna swatch this one right here just to kind of show you that it's really not that dark. There it is. And then that blends out beautifully as well. So once you blend that out, it's not really that dark at all. Here is the darker one. This is, that's the darker one. So they apply beautifully and they blend out beautifully. And so what you're supposed to do with this contour kit, which I thought was really interesting. So you take these 3 shades, really these 2 right here, and you contour with them. So you just put them, you know, right underneath your cheekbone just to create that hollowed look. You can put it underneath your chin as well so that it camouflages if you have a double chin, and then you can also put it up here or even right here if you want to, because I have a very long face. I like to kind of give the illusion that my face is a little bit wider, and so by putting it here and then on my bottom of my chin, it kind of makes my chin look shorter and it makes my forehead look shorter. Then what you do is you have these 3 contour shades right here, and so you want to take those contour shades, pick one, and you want to go over your contour to warm it up a little bit. That gives the most beautiful illusion of a shadow, and it's very realistic. I am shocked by how much I love this. I will say the only negative to this that I've seen so far is it does fade off pretty quickly. I noticed at about the 4 or 5 hour mark that it had faded quite a bit. So these are extremely blendable. I wouldn't say they're soft, they're more kind of a little bit firmer in the pan, but a little goes a long way. This thing's gonna last forever. It's normally $77 and it was on sale for $44 for Black Friday. I did have to pay for shipping, so I think I did end up paying like $50. So not cheap, but I love this. And then you also get that row of these beautiful blushes. I've been wanting this forever, and I'm so excited to have added it to my collection. And I've been using it. I didn't use it today. I used something else that I was brand new, I haven't used before. But I have been using this just constantly, and I'm just stunned at how it has upped my contour game. So love, love, love it. This is the Lunatic Cosmetic Contour Book 1. And then last but not least, Lime Crime. I love their packaging. I put this up on Instagram. I thought it was so cute. Look at that. You got that pink paper, and you got the roses. I thought that was so cute. And then I opened this up and I got my Venus Extra Small palette. I have been wanting this since I first saw it on Trend Mood. It's a silver palette. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Do some swatches for you. So there is that taupe color that's just that light kind of grayish color. And then there's a silver color, which doesn't show up very well, unfortunately. And then there is the taupe shimmer shade, and then there's that darker gray shade. I'm gonna admit that I was a little disappointed when I first tried this on, because I thought I was gonna get something that was kind of like a silver foil, I guess you could say, and it's really not that. This is a pretty subtle silver palette, but it's beautiful. Once I used it, especially when I wetted my brush and put it in the silver, it it gleamed. I mean, it really shone gorgeously. I think I may do a review on this. Such a small palette wouldn't take very long. This is a really interesting formula to me. It's not my favorite shimmer formula. I'll be honest. It's very firm in the pan, and I feel like to get adequate color payoff, especially with that silver shade, you really have to wet your brush if you want it to really wow, and just to get this that gorgeous silver shine. And the mattes are fabulous. I think Lime Crime has some really, really amazing mattes. This retails for $20, and to me that's too expensive for 4 pans. I wouldn't pay that. However, for I think it was Cyber Monday, they had 25% off, free shipping, and I think it was like an additional 15% off. All I know is I paid $12.75 for this, and to me $12.75 was a doable amount. To me, it's a perfect kind of palette for travel when you are going to an event and you want to do kind of a glam look. You could throw this in your makeup bag and put a neutral shadow kind of for every day, but then put this one in there as well, and you would be able to do a really beautiful glam look, especially for holiday parties, because I know silver and gold is so popular for holidays. It gave me a gorgeous look. I'm not mad at it. I think especially at that price is definitely worth it. It's just if you were expecting these to be foiled shimmers, they're not. They are more of, I wouldn't say, they're a subtle shimmer when applied dry. When you apply them wet though, you can build them up to be a pretty dramatic shimmer, but not to the point of foiled. And then of course the mattes are beautiful. Love them. And then the best item of all that I got for Black Friday, they had the ring lights on sale on Amazon. So I had a ring light in my cart. It's the newer ring light. It was $100, maybe like $102, I think. It's dimmable, so it was adjustable. And I literally had it in my Amazon cart. And I thought on Black Friday, actually it was a day before Black Friday, I was like, I'm gonna go search and see if anybody is having sales on these lights. And so I went and I did a search, and lo and behold, it showed the exact ring light that I had in my cart on sale for $70, like 30% off. And I thought, what the heck? So I was like, this is weird. And I went and checked my cart on Amazon, and sure enough, in my cart, I had that ring light and it was $70. So I pushed one click, buy. I'm buying that puppy, and I got it, and I got my ring light. So I thought it was a great deal to get a ring light, that newer ring light that I think a lot of people on YouTube buy, and I only got it for $70. So it was like I don't even think it was a 24-hour deal. Maybe, I think it might have been more like a 12-hour deal, but I hope some of you were able to take advantage of that, because I sure did, and I was super excited. The only reason I caught that was because I just happened to think I should do a search. Lo and behold, there it was. So that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to me if you have not already, and I just want to thank you for being here with me today. Thanks for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.